Ricci, it's something you've been tracking here for days now. We've been talking about this really for quite a few days now. We are in the weather alert day, and we're seeing it on the traffic cameras and here just outside our studio in Charleston.
Yes, significant impacts to come tonight, Daniel. In fact, another period of really heavy snow is making its way into Kanawha County right now, and this one's the type that's really hard to shovel. But that's not all. We're going to have another changeover to freezing rain as we head overnight, and this is what's about to make its way into Charleston here. Looking at the Institute Hill 511 camera, really heavy snow coming down. Travel extremely dangerous to borderline impossible. Stay off the roads if you can as we head into the overnight hours because conditions are going to continue to deteriorate. So we're going to see these large bands here reducing visibility, and with every passing hour there's more moisture within the snowfall. It gets heavier, it gets harder to shovel, and on top of that, ice accumulation above is really going to cause some issues. I expect power outages as we head into Monday tomorrow across the region. This is definitely the time for, say, to turn that refrigerator and freezer to the fullest setting. As we get into the afternoon tomorrow, though, some colder air will wrap back around, and we're still going to be having dangerous travel conditions with more snow on top of that. So this is a major system. We are nowhere near done yet, and this blue color, this really heavy band of snow making its way out of Wayne and Lincoln counties and eventually here into parts of Kanawha County. This is a large area of snow, and the worst is still yet to come with this storm system. Down towards Logan here, Corridor G, extremely dangerous travel. Crews likely not even able to get out at a frequent basis as we head into tonight because the problem is that warmer wedge of air high up above our head, it's starting to fill into parts of Kentucky. This transitions from sleet and a mix of rain and snow in the darker purple into the freezing rain in pink. And freezing rain falls into a warm layer above but comes in contact with the ground surface. We've had a very cold past couple of days into the 20s. As soon as it hits that surface, it will immediately freeze, creating a layer of ice, and some parts of our region could have significant damage and power outages just simply from trees coming down related to the freezing rain. So here's the picture. We're kind of right in the middle here. That cold air flow out of the north, warm, moist flow out of the south, bad thunderstorms as you head into the Gulf states today, even some severe weather, all from this big system of low pressure as it came off the Pacific. What will happen? It will slide its way eastward tomorrow, and once it passes us into Virginia, that colder air trailing will come down from Canada, and that will bring us out of that very crazy weather pattern into that colder all snow weather pattern tomorrow afternoon. But a very difficult and dangerous night is ahead. And think about it. That freezing rain is going to be falling onto these particular trees, branches that are already snow covered. The full weight of things is going to be intense. And it only takes a little bit of wind or something to kind of put these tree branches in motion to make them come to the ground. And that's why power outages will be such a concern. Miranda Salmon here, beautiful scenery, but honestly, this is going to create the problem that we're setting ourselves up for as we head overnight tonight. So by 7:30, still heavy, wet snow here extending from the tri-state, northeastern Kentucky to Huntington, and here in Charleston. As you head down into parts of Kentucky, we're going to start to see some freezing rain from Pikeville up into maybe even Lawrence County of Kentucky, and the West Virginia coal fields starting to change over. This transition zone will move its way northward gradually as we head into the late night tonight. I think by about 10, 11 o'clock, we'll basically have a period of heavy wet snow, but a quick changeover to sleet and maybe freezing rain after midnight. Notice how our western zones stay in that mixing area for a longer period of time, and heading up into southeastern Ohio from about Portsmouth up to Oak Hill, even in Athens and Parkersburg, still full snow for quite some time. But that freezing layer starts to continue its way northward. The warm wedge pushes its way into eastern West Virginia, and we wake up to freezing rain with a few breaks Monday morning. Even though the picture may look quiet, if you look at the radar, there's going to be multiple issues on roadways from ice accumulation to snow, untreated roads. Just stay off the roads for Monday morning if you can here. Still freezing rain will be a concern. Here comes that wraparound. By about lunchtime, we'll see a period of some heavier snow and then more scattered here still into the early evening. So things will continue to be a problem. The highest power outage risk looks to be in the tri-state as you head towards Huntington and even just west of Charleston, but a quarter to a half an inch of ice will definitely cause some issues here in town. And that snow potential still about 6 to 8 inches. This includes both the snow still to come tonight and also what we will get as we head into Monday afternoon and evening tomorrow. On to the 7-day. A very cold week is ahead. Highs only in the 20s until Friday, but our next system looks to be bringing a few snow showers. Mainly will stay south of us, but we'll have some impacts and some slick conditions later on this week.